Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is April 25th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see. Let's resize this. Let's maximize this quarterly chart and see what we see. The Dow still has a very big, red hammer top on this, and still quite a bit under our yearly pivot. This is the Dow is saying this is not over yet. If you would just look at the Dow, even though we got a pretty good tail on this thing bounced in the area there where we expect to bounce, but it's just not moving as fast. It's not, maybe it didn't drop as much, as the other end. It did drop just as much. It dropped down exactly where we expected, we would think it would drop, and it has bounced. It just hasn't pulled back as fast from what it's looked like here on this quarterly chart. But let's go down to the monthly chart and see what we see there. On this monthly chart, again, we're still underneath pivot. We're still underneath the 9-10 moving average. That means technically we are still in a bull market. This is the 9-10 moving average. This is the pivot right here, this line right here. So again, we're not out of the woods yet. We have had a pretty good pushback, but that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, this weekly chart doesn't look as nice as the other weekly charts. I'll say that right up front. On the other weekly charts, we have bullish patterns. This right here is a bullish piercing pattern. But again, one of the things that I always kind of look at, and you hear me say, we still got lower highs and lower lows. That's why, again, here looking at the Dow, things don't look, they look kind of good on the other indexes, but on this particular index, it doesn't look quite as good as the other ones. So be careful, be careful, be careful. Just trade. Make sure you follow your plans. Make sure you follow your rules, and just trade accordingly. That's the whole thing. But on the Dow, we will be opening above come next month. This is weekly candles, monthly pivots. We will be opening above pivots and all monthly pivots. Let's make sure you see that. Long as nothing crazy happens next week. Right now it looks like we will be opening with a close up here. I do kind of want to see that we get a candle form like this come this last week of the month and all, and start looking like we want to go higher. But we got to kind of wait and see what happens there. But that's that. Let's go ahead and go down to the daily noise and wrap this on up. Daily noise. Let me zoom in all the way back here and all. Also, daily noise. We got a couple hurdles that we got to cross. We got to cross this hurdle, then we're going to have to cross that hurdle, of course, to get any higher. We got a major gap up here in the market, and all that the market may want to go back and fill once it does get here. Once it gets here, it's going to have a little easy selling until it gets back up here into this area right here. Last week I was talking about that we needed to get above this pivot right here, this line here, and we're above there this week, so that's good. That was the ideal thing. The thing was we did start it out below pivot and all, and now that we ended up with getting a close above pivot, come next week, these on the weekly pivot, we will be opening above this. So again, I can see us fighting up into this area right here and see if we can actually close, above, we'll close above 400. The question is, come next week, can we get above this 410 area and this 415 area, and unless something really crazy, will we start crossing all these other hurdles that we need to cross here in the market, but that's what I see at this time, and that's all I really want to share at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you to subscribers, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.